Hello, Inner Universe community. How will you know whether you have ego or not? Whether you are driven by ego in your life or not? Let us know. The first point that will show you that you do not have ego in you is your self affirmations will be positive. You'll be working on faith. You just know that you are protected. Everything you will do will have a positive outcome. You just know. This is an inner knowing. And you are so confident because you have total complete faith in the higher consciousness. But there is nothing like ego in you. This is not ego. This is an inner knowing. You are very sure of yourself, and from this space of surety and confidence, you do all your work. And that is why you complete everything well. First of all, you complete everything, and then you just keep learning. The second point that you do not have ego in your personality is you are a good learner. You can learn from anyone at any time, from a child, from an adult, or from your own colleagues. You see the good in others, and that is what you want to emulate in your own personality. And so you are a very good learner. If you had ego, you would have resisted any learning because the other person is always inferior to you in your own mind. And so those who have ego will not be good learners. They will always resist any new suggestions. They will always resist talent. The third point that you do not have any ego in your personality is you are most of the time happy, and outer circumstances don't make any impact in your happiness and joy. Your happiness and joy is not something outside of you. It is an inner working. So you are always happy because this happiness is exuding from inside you. Outside circumstances do not make much difference to you because you know everything will pass. You just have to stay balanced. You have to keep equanimity of mind at all times. And since you do not have ego, you are not hurt very easily. When someone is harsh to you, when somebody is rude to you, because you know that what the other person thinks about you or says about you has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with his own state of mind. If somebody is unhappy, he's going to come and pour garbage on you. So you do not mind harsh words and harsh actions. You just move away from any sort of negativity. The fifth point that you do not have ego in you is that you do not retaliate because you are not hurt. You don't receive ill will from others. The energy field around you is so positive and high vibrations that these negative energies don't enter your energy field. You don't give any importance to any kind of negativity. You are just not concerned what the other person is doing. It doesn't make any difference. You move away and that is it. So you are protected. Your own energy field is always positive, and then you start inspiring others. So how do you know that you do not have ego? Because you are not going and teaching everybody, look, you should do this, you should do this. You do not want to change others. Your main criteria in life is to change yourself, to improve yourself, to keep learning and getting better every day. So where's the ego? And you know, learning is a continuous process. Life in itself is an institution of learning. There's no end to learning. You just have to keep learning, and there is no end to knowledge. There's no end to the skills that you can pick up and learn. So, how does ego come in at all? If you consider the entire universe, you are a minuscule in this universe, a dot. That's it. Where does ego come in at all? So, this inner knowing guides you. That is why you do not have any ego. The sixth point that you do not have any ego in your personality is that everything you do is because it gives you joy. You do not indulge in any work, or you do not do anything just because you want to show somebody, you want to prove yourself to someone. You don't need to. You just feel so satisfied. You are enough. You know, you are just running your own race. You are not comparing, you are not competing. So there's nothing to feel bad about anything. You know, you are better today than what you were yesterday. If there is improvement, that is fine. This is a thing to rejoice. So when you are not comparing, competing, you are not in a hurry. You know, everything is going to come to you in the divine timing. And you are so satisfied in the moment, because everything you are doing out of love, not to prove anybody, not to show anyone your superiority. And since you do not compare, there is no question of inferiority complex also. So you are very satisfied in your own zone, and that is what attracts better things to you. The seventh point that you do not have ego is you are so much in peace. You do not think emotions of hate or revenge or all these negative feelings never come to you, because you are just in peace doing what you love to do. Your thinking has changed. When you are not egocentric, you think about the entire humanity. So you are making yourself happy by what you are doing. You are doing what you love doing. But in the end, what you are doing is going to make a huge impact on humanity. What you are doing supports life. It supports love. It brings love. And it will always lighten up the world because you existed. So that way, it is not out of ego that you are doing, it is out of love, and you want to just leave your fragrance behind because you are in gratitude. You are in gratitude that you have received so much from the universe, from the people around you, from life itself. And from this center of gratitude, you want to give back to society. So you are loving, you are more compassionate, you are kind, and you help and share with others. The eighth point that you do not have ego is you are no more afraid of setbacks and failures. You are ready to experiment. You want to give a try to new things. You want to give that new idea in your mind a try. Why not? Because you are just not comparing and competing with anyone. And you are so sure on your own ground. And so you don't mind trying out something new. And as such, you know that it may bring failures. It may bring setbacks. Maybe you do not succeed the first time, but you also know that you are a very persistent person. You will continue doing it, and you can persist in something just because you are not afraid of what people will think or say about you. Your inner guidance is that if you are on the right path, then everything is fine. So that is what makes you go. So these are the points which prove that you do not have ego anymore. In the book The Power of Now, the great author Eckhart Tolle has said that suppose somebody honks the horn really loudly instead of getting irritated, what you can do is you think of yourself as transparent. Let that sound pass through you without any judgments, without any retaliation, without any arguments, without any hateful feelings. And now, when you are transparent, you don't resist things, nothing happens. You just don't bother. This too shall pass, and after some time it passes. This is an inner knowing and learning that you can do all the time. If someone is rude to you, just imagine how sad that person is. But then you need to be at a higher level of consciousness to understand the other person. Here people don't understand themselves. When you do not know yourself, how will you understand others? This inner knowing helps you to understand others better too. And so when someone is rude to you, you bless that person instead of thinking of retaliating or taking revenge. You don't feel bad at all because you know this person is so sad and hurt inside. Just bless him, give him love and move away. That's it. This is how you go about life. Nothing hurts you because you are always in gratitude. Your focus is always on those things which are giving you happiness and joy. Your focus is on the bright side of life, all the good that is around you. And you cannot say enough thank you. Where is the need and the time to complain? There's so much to be thankful for. How do you get the time to hate and to complain? There's no time and space in the mind because the mind is full of gratitude. Even if you had said a simple prayer like thank you, that would have been enough. That's it. No other prayer is required. This is how powerful gratitude is. It can change your life. So focus on things that you like, that bring you joy. Thank you so much, Inner Universe community. It is always so beautiful talking to you. Bye for now. I love you.